So I'm encouraging you, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe on my page and on my Facebook, and share the video. Very important, share the video. I always say share the video because that is the only way you get to get our perspective out there, So share the video. You're welcome. I thank every one of you that participate, that support me on this page. However you support me, I really appreciate those of you who send me stars and those of you who send me thanks and super chat on YouTube. I appreciate you, and I also appreciate those of you who support me with PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. So this video, I want to quickly bring some information about the bingos and their doings. And the president of Umo Bingo, that is based in Finland, has given another broadcast telling them about what is going to happen in his Biafra land, imaginary non-existent land. And obviously, the Igbo people who live in this part of Nigeria are still asleep. So some people want to hijack their land, their region, and use it to do anything that they like. So this guy is sitting there somewhere in some underground part of his apartment in Finland, and he's saying he's the president of the bingos and their doings, and he's giving them ultimatum. And actually from Finland, he's talking about what will happen in Nigeria, that there's not going to be an election in Nigeria, and there's not going to be an election. He mentioned up to 30 provinces, he said, are under his delusional Biafra country. So I was really thinking, should I share this video? Should I not share this video? Because it's almost like we are the one amplifying whatever rubbish that they are doing. Like when we are not talking about them, you see, they just kind of fizzle into oblivion like that. In their own obscure corner, like they are so irrelevant in the whole scheme of things happening in Nigeria. They have actually no relevance. So I struggled with it, but I said no, let me share it, because you don't know what these guys are up to, because they are peddling some information, peddling some, always peddling doom, bad thing that's going to happen, evil thing that's going to happen. That's only the things that give them joy, when they are able to give false information about another calamity that is about to fall on them. I said, okay, fine, let me just do them this favor and share the video of their president. Elisha, I cite you. Good evening, you're welcome. So I'm going to show you this video now so you can listen a little bit to Simon Ekpa, the bingo president, giving his ultimatum. So after I share that video, I'm going to move to what happened to that couple that passed on during that 31st night. Remember that crossover night, that couple, they were just coming back from 31st crossover service, and as they were entering their house, their gate, something happened and unthinkable happened, and they were kidnapped and they were hiding. Some days later, they said they asked for money, and before you know it, they buy them. They say they still come and buy their pikin, their only son. Say they tie them in the country where they're inside water. I remember that story. So I want to also share you the update on that incident, because finally, the person, the mastermind, the person that did that thing, they have caught him. I will share the video with you. So let's quickly hear what the president of Umo Bingo have to say.
There will be no election in Nsukka. There will be no election in Owerri. There will be no election in Olu. There will be no election in Okiwe. There will be no election in Aba. There will be no election in Umuahia. There will be no election in Nnewi. There will be no election in Onitsha. There will be no election in Awka. There will be no election in Agbo. There will be no election in Warri. There will be no election in Uleli. There will be no election in Asaba, which is Ababa in Biafra. There will be no election in Yenegua. There will be no election in Aruda. There will be no election in Degema.
Okay.
There will be no election in Ibocha. There will be no election in Calabar. There will be no election in Ogoja.
Okay.
There will be no election in Eket.
The president of Umo Bingo.
There will be no election in Ekpa-No.
Okay.
There will
Oh.
be no election in Anan. There will be no election in Auchi.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no election in Benin.
Mm-hmm.
There will be no election in Idoma. There will be no election in Igala. All these places, 31 provinces of Biafra, there will be no Nigeria election.
Okay.
To the 5th day of February 2003.
Okay. Oh.
I want to thank
I hope it's audio.
who have struggled to join this State of the
Good
Nation
evening, my
debate
people. Are you listening
and
to the
make sure
Mwabing
that
Eze
this
Bingo?
announcement that have passed here spread very wide and
Okay.
viral for every
There will be no election.
We have many days ahead
You
of
want
us
them to
make
settle
sure
him.
that
Now,
this
the way they
election
settle
is
Kano.
In addition to this, remember that from the 15th of February 2023,
From the 15th of...
Nigeria will go under very, very serious chaotic situation.
Okay, now.
Because we have all the intels of what most of those people trying to, cause confusion in the Biafra struggle are planning to do. So
okay.
we call on all Biafrans,
are you hearing?
Nigeria, wherever you find yourself, to be very, very careful and very vigilant that from the 15th day of this month, there is a plan
in 5 days.
A planned crisis.
I don't even know where we are at on the countdown.
So if you are in Lagos, if you are
I don't know. Don't
you have to be very, very careful. We are monitoring the situation and those who are sponsoring this thing. And we are going to always bring the intels to you and the information as they come. And I believe that it will be curtailed before then. So we call on Biafrans outside Biafra land, not just in Lagos or anywhere, but if you find yourself outside Biafra land, in other parts of Nigeria, we call you to be very, very security conscious, starting from the 15th day of this month. Very important.
Okay.
This particular one is very important. I thank you all, and I want to also make it very clear that the Biafra government have activated some departments.
Okay.
The department as follows. The Biafra government in exile.
Okay.
Have activated the
Biafra government in exile.
Activated the media.
The media.
And communication department of the Biafra government.
Okay.
We have also activated the transportation department of the Biafra government.
Okay.
We have as well activated the oil and gas department.
Okay.
Of the Biafra government.
Oil and gas department.
We have also activated building the architect of Biafra government. Those who make decisions.
Oil and gas department.
Construction of the Biafra department. This department has been activated and they are working tirelessly.
Child, I wonder what he's feeling like as a bingo.
So we thank them and those who are coordinating this particular department. We thank them and urge them to, bring in their best and experience.
Good evening, Ofure.
I want you all to understand that the only option and the only condition that will
I'm telling you, Ndibona, sorry.
Days of sit at home or change anything is the release of Mazi.
Yeah. Okay, now.
We continue
no go release her.
For the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi.
Oil and gas department.
Once Mazi Nnamdi is released, between now
media department, that one we know.
We are going to consider this and the new arrangements will be in place.
Good evening.
This arrangement will favor whoever that has been against our sit at home and the previous and other sit at home will be called up and cancelled immediately. And this is
good evening, Oluchi. Udo with love. Dixon, I greet you.
And own the law and own everybody. If you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the days of this sit at home will be reconsidered. And we are going to
by the way, there is going to be sit at home on the 24th and on the 25th.
And this condition is final.
Good evening.
Anything less than that, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is inside there in dungeon. Believe me.
You will soon join him. No, we say it's not a say now. It's a matter of when.
And we are waiting for it. I want to thank you and thank entire Biafra people for their support, their prayers, and everything you have done to make this struggle a success.
Okay, Eze Bingo, we have heard you. So as you can hear, good evening, Joe. He said that that there's gonna be no election in Biafra land, in his Biafra land. So he said, so this woman don't have so this man have respect for this man. So this man have respect. Wana yo Ezoba. So you call yourself now a man, you have respect for Eze Bingo, but una dey try, Shamona dey play. Una say una get oil and gas department so also. They play oh. Let me even hear that thing well, sir.
We go under very, very serious chaotic situation because we have all the intels of what area election come 25th day of February 2023. I want to thank Biafrans today who have struggled to join this State of the Nation briefing and make sure
what did he say will happen on this
day of February 2023.
Wait.
All these places, 31 provinces of Biafra, there will be no Nigeria election come 25th.
Okay, there will be no election on that 25th.
I want to thank
Mumu, they look for who to call Mumu.
To join this State of the Nation briefing and make sure that this announcement that are passed here.
I want to go to that place where he said all the departments again.
For every Biafran to follow. We have many days ahead of us.
Okay.
To make sure that this information goes by.
Okay, I'm helping you.
Remember that from the 15th of February 2000. In the Biafra struggle are planning to do. So we call on all Biafrans all over Nigeria, wherever you find yourself. Okay. To be very, very careful.
I want to go back to that place where he was talking about all the departments.
Plan crisis.
Yeah, there's always a plan crisis. The zoo is falling, shaking. Humanity is vibrating. Not today.
We have to be very, very careful. We are monitoring the situation.
Okay.
And those who are sponsoring this thing.
So the Biafra government in exile.
Tells to you and the information as they come. And I believe that this will be curtailed before then. So we call on Biafrans outside Biafran land, not just in Lagos or anywhere, but if you find yourself outside Biafran land, in other parts of Nigeria, we call you to be very, very security cautious, starting from the 15th day of this month. Very important.
The zoo will fall that day.
I thank you all, and I want to also make it very clear.
Very clear.
That the Biafra government have activated some departments.
Biafra government have activated departments.
Biafra government in exile.
Biafra government in exile.
Activated the following departments.
Listen to the
media and communication department.
Media and communication department.
Biafra government. We have also activated the transportation department.
Transportation department.
We have as well activated the oil and gas
department.
The Biafra government. We have
also media and communication, transportation department, oil and gas department, everything inside this Nkela room where he don't already coordinate everything. Good evening, Ellen Paul. Dixon, I don't know what you say you want to know. Tell me. I don't know.
Activated the building and the architect of Biafra government, those who make decision on the building and construction of the Biafra department. This department.
Building and construction. Okay, so there are 4 departments so far. Media and communication, oil and gas. Now in the talk now, they have media and communication. Second is transportation. Third is media, oil and gas department. Fourth is building and construction department. I don't know where they will be building and constructing this Biafra. Okay, it's where Shamona they play.
Has been activated and they are working tirelessly to bring something that.
So these 4 departments are working tirelessly.
So we thank them and those who are coordinating this particular department. We thank them and
as coordinators of our oil and gas, we thank you.
To serve the Biafra. I want you all to understand that the only option,
Hi, Mendes.
that will stop the aforementioned days of sit at home or change anything is the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Okay, we have heard.
We continue
So my
to
people are
demand
so you now hear the four main important departments. He has already set them up all the way from Finland. He said the Biafra government is operating from exile. So they have the media and communication department, they have the transportation department, they have the oil and gas department, and they have the construction department. So the building and construction department, they are already working. These four departments, all of them, they are working together. They are going to put something very spectacular very, very, very soon. So keep watching and be vigilant. You know the zoo is about to collapse, the zoo is falling, humanity is shaking. You know how it is now. So be on the alert. So according to the present president of Umobingos, my people, that is it. Oh, I hope you heard what he said. So anyway, I want to move to the next story that I wanted to share with you guys. You remember the story of this couple. Dutsi, say, how did we get it? How did we? I don't know. Now, so we see am. I don't know whether you people remember the story of this CBN couple. Let me see if I will see their picture again. This CBN couple. Good evening, everybody. You remember this couple that they said the man is working in the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the wife is working in FUNAB, Federal University of Agriculture in Abeokuta. Remember that couple that they went for night vigil? I don't know, like a crossover night. So their picture was everywhere back then. So I will show you the picture here. Just a second. Let me get that. Let me get their picture and show you so that you. It's all over Facebook today, and I'm looking for the exact picture. It Yeah, again now. So if you type, I just put it on Google, the picture is everywhere, so I can just show you just a brief something. Oh, add to strength. Yeah, so you can see, remember this picture. Their picture was training. This was their house. So they went for training. I hope you can see it, yeah, like this couple. Let me click on the picture. Yeah, because of copyright, I didn't see. You remember updates on about yeah, so I don't want to click on all these things. So that's the couple that I'm talking about. It's also on Facebook. Good evening, Alex. Yes, the one from Ogun State, exactly. So the people that did that thing, they have caught them. The people that have did that thing, they have caught them. So I want to share the video with you guys now. Good evening, Alex. You're welcome. So, my people, you remember this story. It happened on the 31st night. And it happened that couple, as they were just coming back from 31st crossover night, there were a video where they were dancing, everything was going well. And they had a son, yeah, and a driver, like they are just only the four of them in the apartment. So the man and the wife, they went to church, they came back, and as they are just coming into the house, that's where the whole wahala started. They say from there, oh, the story changed. Next thing we hear, say they don't buy the man, they buy the son, and they say they were two. I have forgotten whether it was one of the drivers. So they said that they throw them inside water. They tied that one hand for back. You remember, say he was not able to swim, but one of them was able to escape. So that very one that escaped, they have been looking for him since that time. They follow his trail to somewhere in Oyo State, that is sharing somewhere in Oyo State. So by the time they got there, he has escaped from there, and they have been looking for him since that time. And they caught him somewhere where he was hiding in another part. I think maybe Ondo or Ogo State or something like that. So let's hear from this video.
We're live in Abeokuta, and the district police are coming. Supposed killers. Of the fascinating.
So this is the man here. This is a raw footage, yeah, so there's a lot of noise. So the guy, he did it in collaboration with other people, but all of them were Yoruba people, the young men.
Okay,
See the partner in crime.
okay, woman phone tẹ́lẹ̀. Okay. Fóònù tó jí tẹ́lẹ̀ náà tó ta fún lẹ́kàn ló fi mọ́lé kan.
Láti gbà yẹn, láti tó jáde 10 years ago. Around 2000.
Tó ti ń jí fóònù.
Around 2006, the case yẹn ti ṣẹlẹ̀. Ìgbà tí gbọ́n yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ gbà yẹn, mo kó l'Abẹ́òkúta. Lójú ló jẹ́ bó ti ń gbà yẹn.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà tó jí fóònù ẹ̀ tó ta lẹ̀? Ṣé wọ́n mú yín gbà yẹn náà àbí?
Wọ́n mú wa.
Wọ́n mú yín gbà yẹn.
So he said that his former occupation is stealing of phones. He used to steal phone, and the last case he had was around 2006. So he now stole a phone, and then when they caught them, then he left Abeokuta at that time. So they caught them now at Abeokuta. So let's continue to hear. So these are, these people that do bad thing, they kind of always have contact to other bad people that when they want to do something, they will call them, say, guy, show something did, that kind of a thing. So now the main guy be this. He now called those ones where the other one said that his occupation is stealing of phone. And keep in mind that when this thing happened, a lot of people were thinking, it's the usual culprit, but we know that, kokoro tó ń jẹ ẹ̀fọ́ inú ẹ̀fọ́ ló wà. The kokoro where they chop vegetable, now inside that vegetable is there. So basically,
and how did you kill? What did you use to kill them? I'm not the one that killed them. Okay. So where were you then?
So he said that. So basically, what he's saying that they did it because the man refused to increase his salary, and because he needed some financial help, and he asked the man, and the man did not give them. The husband that is working in CBN, Central Bank of Nigeria, so the man did not give him the money that he's asking for, and so he planned that thing with his friends. He called them that they should come, that something day, and as they were just coming into the building from church, that was how they just hollered them, started to do what they needed to do. And they say they have a dog there, but the dog know him because he's the one that used to feed the dog. So the dog didn't know, couldn't start back into attacking, because he already knows the dog. He's very friendly with the dog. So that's why they are not asking, so how you take Kpaid them? Wetin you take Kpaid them? Say no be him Kpaid. They are always saying that they are not the one that did it. Maybe tomorrow I'll look for another video that is more clearer.
Now open new account, I do one new account. So in that account, that new account, me keep my money because yes, I can buy it. So now, Kofi now told me that I should take that woman to outside. So Kofi now go and find out what the man did.
Oh.
So when he called the man, he now told us that I should bring me and I come to bring that woman to outside man. As we now go, we saw a lot of the block. So now first jump to
I beg.
and I said, he said,
He's just telling stories. So basically, these are the people that did it.
So because I split them I've split them already. That said he phone, and I said no. Tell me that what concern me is not. And I said I'm the one that brings you to here. You now drunk at my neck. So and I say just calm down.
So he wants to say now he can be better person for inside now. It's not going to work.
Who said the house are bliss? Who said the house are bliss? Who put fire there?
Everything is Kofi. Which one you can't do? He sold the vehicle. He's a driver, driving there since 2018.
And everything. Now go there and say,
So now
yeah, you see how he's trying to talk like he didn't really play any major role.
How do you manage to escape? How do you manage to escape from police custody? How do you manage?
I don't know. Can you people hear it? I mean, the volume is not very clear. So basically, he's trying to say that the people he called for the job, that they did a bad job. That's basically what he's saying. That they did a bad job, that they didn't actually do what he wanted them to do. He told them to collect only money, and they now went to buy them. So they are now asking him, so how did you escape from police? Because at first, they were suspecting him, so they took him in custody and they said he escaped. You know, from beginning, everybody was saying that this is something that someone was inside, you understand, that did it. So it's not an outsider that did it. So they took him because he was the only one that survived, you know. He was the only one that survived, but he did it as if they also put him in water, but they did not tie his hand, you know, that kind of a thing. But finally, they have confessed. So this is I have a better picture that I can show you the couple. So why am I showing you this thing even, you know, because when we tell you that crime is local, that we literally mean it. Crime is local. So this is the young man. He's a driver driving. This woman who used to teach, lecturer at Federal University of Abeokuta. Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, they call it FUNAB. And he is a banker with Central Bank of Nigeria. and see them partners in crime. They have taken them. See this one, na him be the chief one. He now went to call these two. So he's now trying to say the message that he gave to these two, that they did not carry the message very well, that he did not tell them to buy them. He told them to collect money. And but this one say, bring the woman here for your front, then won't go here. Eh? How bupi you dey there? He dey talk story. Then you still carry their car go sell am. They're asking him, do you regret? He say, I regret because no be wetin he send them they do. This one say, normally, they buy people, na phone in the thief. And when he don dey thief that phone, he can't get big case where they cash and he confess comot for Abeokuta run. Now this one can't take call am, make he come help am do the runs. The question is, how they do bad thing? Somebody will be bad person to this extent, you can't know her, you can't get in contact, know how to contact her. You understand? So that's it. Oh, that's see them. They acquire the man for nothing. The man call crossover night. So that night now they will say, oh, Fulani, Fulani, Fulani. Like what is happening in the north, nobody is in doubt that the people that are doing it are northerners. But the problem is when something is waiting, is happening in the southeast or anywhere, they will not be saying that it is Fulani that did it. You understand that how, or something is happening in the southwest. If I thought there's a Fulani, then it may be one, the rest. You understand? Because crime is local. That's what we continue to try to tell people here. So, in conclusion, I don't want to drag out this video. I just want to tell you guys that Sahara Reporters have published the news of this Sunday owner. So um, yeah, I think we need to give Ijele credit, and also Matthias, that even had that interview with that man, that even we are able to hear a little bit of the cock and bull story that the man that called himself Reverend is talking about, is telling. So yeah, all the credit goes to them, and I hope that with more of this exposition, that something will happen. You understand, that it's not going to be business as usual again for that Reverend Father Ikechukwu Ilo and his corporates, his fellow criminals that are wearing gown, to do evil. So that's just why I said, no, we need to broadcast it. And I posted a picture of them later. So Sahara Reporter, obviously they were able to get a picture of the young man that we are talking about. We have been talking about him without actually seeing his picture. So I posted it a while in my page. You can see the picture of the young man here. So I don't know what time this is. So of course we know this picture, and this is the widow that is the mother of this young man. So you can see that he's a very young man. I don't know. I mean, you cannot tell somebody's character or person from a picture, right? But from that story that man is talking about in that interview that I posted it on my main profile because of copyright issues. um you can know that one or two is not adding up. Even I analyzed the audio. So I like to give credit to everyone that has really come into this case and making it gain publicity and attention. And I hope this will be the last bus stop for this young man, that this young man will come out and be free, because being in Nigerian correctional facilities is not a joke. Like I was looking at BBC Nigeria Pidgin English, and I saw this post by somebody. Like I will show you this post because it was very touching. So the guy was talking about his experience at a Nigerian prison facility, and he was saying one of my closest friends for prison died because of it. He said his name is Chikodi John Meregene. I'm not going to play the audio because of copyright issues. So he said that he went to prison for something that he did not know anything, and he was there for 2.5 years. So he's telling very, very bad stories, and what happened to him is on BBC Pidgin English, so you can go and hear what he says. Say, I don't know wetin happen. And he accommodated somebody, and that person that he accommodated went to do something bad, and police came to look for that person. They did not see the person. They now held on to him and said that he must bring that person. You understand? And he was awaiting trial since that time, since 2 years time. So I'm just using this guy to be thinking about that Sunday or now, like, you are just 2 years and you are complaining and crying and saying, and you are already out just 2 years and you are. I mean, I'm not trivializing his experience. Every experience is 100% for the person. But let's just imagine what that young man have gone through. At least let him have a day in court. That is the main thing. Since 6 years, going to 7 years now, right? Let him have a day in court, and let him have opportunity to defend himself. And this is what they don't want. They just want to use their word of mouth and the allegation and corruption in the judiciary to keep him there indefinitely, right? Which is wrong. So we thank God that through Ijele making this case public, and through Matthias Ezako trying to know the root of the matter and calling that reverend, that at least we have heard his own side of the story. So I pray that it will not be long, that very soon, he will have good stories to tell. The mother will be able to see the son outside again. So yeah, I said in the days of Fulani will not be, they like to blame Fulani now. So if it's not Fulani now, what will it be? Ezoku, good evening, you're welcome. Greetings. So yeah, I just showed some of them. Maybe you can rewind later. Show the announcement made by President of Umu Bingos, Simon Ekpa, that all the Department of Biafra is working, that something is happening, humanity is shaking, the zoo is about to fall, the usual shenanigans, and that there is not going to be any election, because he has a Biafra government that is operating from abroad, in exile, so that they're deciding that there will be no election in the land of Biafra. So we are going to be watching and seeing what will happen. And and I also showed a video of the CBN couple. They are popularly known as CBN couple. If you want to see the stories about this couple, just type hashtag CBN couple. You will see their pictures and the stories and everything about them. So the people that took them out on that 31st night, they have caught them. Eventually, it is one of their own workers that is living with them, their own driver, that set them up and arranged it. Yeah. So and then I was also talking about Sunday Ona, and he's getting the publicity that he deserves, and I hope that it will be better. It will be possible for him to come out of detention this year at not too long. Yeah. So my people, I don't know if you have any questions. I don't know if you want to add anything. I will also allow you to come in and add your own 2 cents. Yeah. So maybe one of these days I will even do question and answers, something like that. If you have anything to add to what I've said, you can add what you want to add. You can join. Otherwise, I think I've finished what I wanted to share with you this evening. And because we started very late also, so yeah, I only did it because it's already Friday night. So if anybody wants to join, you're welcome to join the stream and tell us what you think. Yeah. So I didn't even mention that they are saying that there will be no election. There will be sit at home on the 24th, on the 25th. I've forgotten how many days. I think I will look it up again. They are so also talking about sit at home. Yeah, I don't know exactly where they are going with that sit at home, but that's what they are saying. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this program. By the grace of God, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.